Alright, so there's a slight change in plan. I was meant to be Freddy. Yeah, it was meant to be Freddy Mentor talk, but unfortunately he's not approved at the moment, so best of wishes to Freddy, but he's not here. So I kind of got dropped in.
Sorry there. Shot and try.
Yes.
Try talking again and you should hear yourself.
Hello?
No.
No.
Oh.
Is it working on the screen?
Just keep going and we'll
I'm sorry. I'm going from behind that. I have to apologize for the performance and from the screen. So yeah, Freddy was going to be here to talk. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to do some sesame drop in and just do the rest of his talk. So part of this screen is for me, part of it isn't. Oh, that's so much better. Is it working? Sweet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellent, excellent. So yeah, Freddy asked me to come down and do this talk on his behalf. So I'm going to have to change it up a little bit. My main experience is the northeast of England, so I will, let's say, cybersecurity community in Scotland and the northeast. I'll expand it a little bit, just make it a little bit easier. But they are very kind of similar communities, similar size. Scotland's just a little bit further ahead of us, a few years ahead of us, to be honest. So, what am I here to talk to you about? Well, Freddy gave me there's 3 things I wish I'd known 20 years ago. Rick's just been from I'm there. 3 things I wish I'd known 20 years ago. I can't quite say 20 years ago. I can get close to that, but not quite. So I've got Freddy's 2 answers, and I'm going to kind of throw a bit of my random making up as I'm going along and war stories and whatnot. So the question: what 3 things do I wish I'd known 20 years ago? Well, I'll start off with a little bit about QC. So, about 20 years ago, Freddy was talking to his brothers and saying, well, look, this cybersecurity is something, I want to do something with it. At that time, his brothers were, there's nothing there, it doesn't exist. At that point, it didn't. Realizing that there are things that change, from that he's now running Core and Cyber. So one of the fastest growing companies in the UK. Woo! I know personally we have quadrupled in size in the last month, and customer base is huge. Cool. So it's how did he get there from that? There's a few things that if he'd have known a bit further ago, he would have maybe done it a bit quicker. So what do you learn across that? So you're always guaranteed to be successful in cybersecurity. It's pretty much an industry that everyone's begging for. If you've got the push, if you've got the drive, if you'll do the little bit more digging, if you'll be the kind of person that, I'll spend a little bit of time looking at CTX, or I'll spend a little bit of time looking and researching into Sentinel before I go for a role for it or whatever. If you spend that time to do a bit more digging, if you're that kind of person that if you see a challenge, you want to get in, you see a locked door, you want to open it just because of it, then you will be successful in cybersecurity. It's just down to yourself. It's a massive industry and it's growing exponentially. Everyone needs cyber. What else has he got down? Nice one. One thing that he wish he'd known: the overwhelming pressure. Cybersecurity is one hell of a high pressure job. A lot of people think, oh yeah, fucking around with computers, sorry, I shouldn't swear. Mucking around with computers, you're just another part of IT. But no, when you're sitting in those meetings where you're like, right, this is potentially a great situation, this is where we're trying to work out what's our incident response going, you've got the whole war room runner, and you see the faces of the people you're working with, the people that you're trying to resolve the issues for, they are scared. And you have to be there, you have to be one of those. No, we've seen this before, we've done this before, we know how to do it. We can bring our experience, bring all of the things that we've learned, and we can make your life a little bit easier. And for me, that's kind of the big pull for cybersecurity, making people's lives a little bit easier. So I know I'm getting off track from Freddy's one, but that's kind of what I like about the cybersecurity industry, and especially in Scotland. If companies work together, if companies share intelligence, if companies aren't the kind of companies which take silo things, if they're the kind of companies that want to open up and want to help everyone as a whole. You can. Everyone can actually make a difference in cybersecurity. If I was to just, it was picked up by something else in another company, I wouldn't think, oh, they've stolen my IP, they're working on that. No, cybersecurity is one of the few industries where people are like, great, let's share, let's get better together. Let's all kind of add to it, enhance everything together. So yeah, I'm not kind of smushing what Freddy's talking, what Freddy's kind of points were. But there's one other thing that's kind of the major point about cybersecurity, and it's a thing where I think the industry is kind of a bit unique. You don't. It's that community side. A lot of other industries, you don't find people going out of their way to run conferences, to put on community events, to document what they find, to write a blog that tells you how this cool little RCE works, or even if it's simple stuff like going over what other people have done and interpreting things in different ways. You really have the breadth of community. I mean, there's a glorious amount of slides in this presentation. Oh, yeah. Community people such as the above. We don't care about what company you're from. We don't care about what the background is, wherever you're from. We care about what you bring to the community, what you want to show, what you want to give, what you want to kind of contribute towards making everyone's lives better. Because if we are that annoying, data siloed, what kind of IT infrastructure was 20 years ago, what IT was, where everyone knew their own thing, you didn't tell anyone, then you end up in the same problem that we're in today, where people haven't been sharing, people haven't been having problems. We have the infosec industry that really, if IT and that side of things have been planned and structured in the right way, you shouldn't have infosec. We only exist because there's bugs, there's issues, there's worries with things, and people like to prod. We only exist because of the innate human nature of curiosity and the fact that things, well, sometimes aren't skewed right. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting very ranty on this, I believe. But yeah, the main point that I kind of wanted to make for the keynote is, yeah, it's all about community. If you're having difficulties, if you're having issues working on something, or if you want to know what SOC life is, or you're looking for a job, reach out to any of the people up there, any of the people here, any of the people involved in things like NSEC, there's the B-side event, there's loads of things like that, there's loads of the community, there's the beer farmers, there's some huge community resources out there. Get in there, use them. They're putting their time so everyone can learn, so everyone can get forward, and people put talks into stuff like this. It's just, it's great to see, and that's kind of the unique, well, not unique, but the fairly unique thing about cybersecurity. You get that, you get the community, you get the life, you get the support. And if you don't get the support, and if you don't know where to go, reach out to me, reach out to any of the communities I've said, and you'll find that there's hundreds of people who are stressing about having to do write a report, or they're stressing about this vulnerability or that vulnerability, and there are people who will sit down and go, yeah, we'll run through it with you, we'll spend a bit of time, we'll work it out. And that's unique. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I know I've got no idea how long this is meant to last for. I've probably only been talking for like 3 minutes, because that's all it feels like in my head. But yeah, kind of keep it quite short, keep it quite sweet. I know we'll have a few issues early on. But yeah, that's kind of the main thing, the community side. If there's any, if there's ever any, can't think of the right words. Sorry, as I said, I'm living on this. So yeah, yeah. How about we wrap it up with that? The community is the lifeblood of InfoSec. Without people like you, people like any of the people in here, people like any of the people there, and a lot of the community resources out there, we wouldn't be anything. Use them, be part of them, contribute towards them, make content, make everyone else better. That's the key in InfoSec. That's the key in how we fix the horrendous shitstorm we're going through. So again, we're going through today with all of the vulnerabilities again and again. There isn't a month before, there isn't a P1, there isn't a CERT, there isn't a critical, there isn't something going on. And the only way forward to that is to build that community, is to keep that community together, and is to everyone to just reach out and work towards the common goal of making everyone else more secure. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Damn it, I don't see anyone from the avatar thing, so should I just keep talking? Let's just keep talking. Well, thank you. I realised I kind of did that. I didn't really say who I was and all that. So, hey, intro at the end. I was Ben Docherty, still am. I think so. Yeah. I'm the engineering team lead for Docherty.